bizarre murder cases have recently occurred in Raccoon City.
It's been 15 years since we took our first trip to Raccoon City.
Victims were apparently eaten.
Since we learned to cherish every bullet.
Jill, run for that house!
Since we ran into the mansion that changed games forever.
There are only 3 STARS members left now.
15 years since we opened the door to
Resident Evil.
When Resident Evil was released on March 22nd, 1996, it invented a new genre in games, survival horror.
What is it?
Sure, being alone in the dark and running around a sweet home has been done before, but Shinji Mikami mutated the mix and made Resident Evil one of a kind.
This mansion is gigantic. We could get into trouble if we get lost.
Scarce ammo and a house full of horrific creatures taught us to make every shot count. Limited inventory space forced us to make tough decisions, and the quiet creep along moments of... Gotcha. Don't feel bad. You jumped 15 years ago, too. We admit the game had its problems. Like voice acting and dialogue that was almost as scary as mutant dogs jumping through windows.
Jill, here's a lockpick. It might be handy if you, the master of unlocking, take it with you.
But all that bad didn't get in the way of this revolutionary game.
That was too close. You were almost a Jill sandwich.
You're right. Barry, thanks for saving my life.
Resident Evil was a huge success, selling over 2.5 million copies. It also created a convoluted fiction that has mutated into more than 30 games, 4 motion pictures, and our 2005 Game of the Year, Resident Evil 4.
Oh, Mr. Kennedy, you entertain me.
15 years later, the Resident Evil franchise is still strong.
Time for them to know the true terror of our bioorganic weapons.
Resident Evil Operation Raccoon City is a new direction for the franchise. Not only are you playing as a squad of Umbrella operatives, but the theme of the game is Kill Leon Kennedy.
It ends here.
Resident Evil Mercenaries 3D is bringing everyone's favorite minigame to the 3DS. Use Resident Evil's heroes or villains to rack up points before time or your life runs out. Then there's Resident Evil Revelations.
You think you'll get away with this?
I already have, Jill.
Jill and Chris are teaming up again to try and finish what they started 15 years ago.
Hope this is not Chris's blood.
15 years filled with monsters, static shooting, and surviving the horror of...
Resident Evil.
Wesker!